So this is my video of building the patio out back. This is what it looked like when we got the house. Sort of a wood on grade patio. I had the patio all torn up and like it was just dirt, and so I needed it to not be dirt. So I decided, okay, well I better just do part of the patio to make this useful again. So I ended up finding some pavers in at this place in State College. They were in this field. I paid the guy to load them onto his truck, he had a lowboy trailer, and then he brought them to the house. Once I got them there and got them unloaded, had to clean them all off. So this is like how they looked when they were cleaned off. I wanted somehow to have a hammock incorporated into the patio. What I decided to do was have one post permanently in there, which would be part of a fence, and then one post in the patio. And I wanted that to be removable. So I dug out this hole way down, below the level of where the deck was. And so there's a 3-foot, essentially, foundation for this post. So anyway, so it ended up working out. I could have the posts for the hammock 15 feet apart. So it had a nice, kind of curve to it.
Right. Yeah. So tell me about your cart system, because I think your viewers are going to be really interested in what's on the other end of that rope.
Oh, okay. So it's 3 passes of the rope. There's one pulley on the cart, and there's another pulley at the top of the hill. And I wanted the anchor point to be able to hold like about 500 pounds in case the thing got away from me and I had to slow it down real fast.
Yeah.
So there's nothing up there. Like it's flat all the way to the curb. Like there's no trees that I could tie off onto. There wasn't a structure. It's not like I could tie off onto the mailbox post or anything. The only thing up there is on the other side of the sidewalk, between the sidewalk and the road, is a light post.
Oh.
So what I did was I took a toe strap, a 2-inch toe strap, and wrapped it around the pole, and then put it out until it got a little further down the hill. And then that's where I put the pulley and stuff.
Got it.
And I put a couple of boards, and I tried to get the pulley up off the ground so that it wouldn't be getting grass caught in it and stuff. What was happening. The cart, the cart weighed about 250 pounds, I think. Okay. Based on the density of that was my rough calculation. So the cart, I bought it from Tractor Supply. It's designed to hold 1,000 pounds. So I didn't expect the axle to break or the tires to break or anything like that. Because it only had 3 tires, it was a little tippy. So that was kind of a problem. You see in a couple of these videos, it's like about to tip over. So I had to be a little careful of that. But I took one wheelbarrow at a time, lowered it down the hill with a pulley and ropes and this cart thing, and then I would run it over roughly into place, and then dump the gravel, and then come back with a rake and rake it. And then once I got somewhere in the 4 to 6 inch range all the way across, then I'd run the plate compactor over the whole thing.
Right.
And that was one lift, and then I'd order some more stone, order a second load of stone, and then do the whole thing again. Get the stone down the hill, dump it roughly into place, get it raked out, run the compactor over it, and then I'd be ready for the next step. So I did 2 lifts of 2-inch stone, and then I did about 2 to 4 inches of 1-inch stone, of the little fine gravelly stuff on top of that. And the little fine gravelly stuff was to make a more uniform contact with the pavers, and it was also a little better at being able to be smushed into place when you put the paver
so you could set the pavers.
So you could and have a little bit of room to change their angle a little bit, whereas that's really difficult on the bigger stone. Ideally, I wanted the whole deck ripped off and have the foundations for the deck posts built before I put any of the patio in.
Yeah.
I wanted it all ready to go and do as one big project.
Yeah.
But the problem was this was mid-COVID. So I planned everything out before COVID.
Yes.
And then
lumber prices.
Yeah, lumber prices skyrocketed. Just availability wasn't there.
Right.
So I was like, crap, what am I going to do now?
Right.
So I had to just put in enough patio to allow me to get in and out of the basement, to make it so that I wasn't trapped not being able to get things in and out of the basement, but not put patio in that I was going to have to rip up again.
Right.
That was the goal anyway. So my guess is 2 feet of the patio, 2 feet of the pavers I'll have to pick back up, and then dig the gravel out a little bit,
right?
Kind of shove it downhill and put new gravel in,
right?
But it shouldn't be too bad.
Great.
But I can do that after I put the footings in for the deck.
Right.
So I can leave the patio as is, build the whole deck, including the footings, get the whole deck built, and then come back and extend the patio.
Yep. There you go.
Okay.
That's the plan.
All right.
But well, thank you very much.
Well, sure. I
helping
hope
out.
it's going to be a whole deck series.